What if strength wasn't about carrying it all, but knowing when to lay it down? Hey there, my name is Montina Myers-Galloway. I'm a licensed therapist. I'm the owner of Myers-Galloway Counseling, and I also created the Don't Call Me Strong retreat. And it is a retreat experience that is specifically designed to support the healing of Black women caregivers, whether they became caregivers intentionally by profession or unintentionally from a young age. The Don't Call Me Strong retreat is a retreat that's designed as a sanctuary for Black women to release the burdens of perpetual strength, reconnect with their authentic selves, and heal in a supportive community. Join the wait list. You do not have to do this alone. Hello, and we are back. Good afternoon. No, it is not afternoon. Good morning. This is Montina Myers-Galloway. I am a licensed therapist, a mental health consultant, and the owner of a private mental health practice, Myers-Galloway Counseling, located here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And for nearly 10 years, my team and I have provided over 5,000 hours of therapy, helping more than 300 Black women along their healing journey. And I would like to welcome you to the Power Lab. So we meet here every week in the Power Lab to support Black women leaders who are navigating the weight and the weight and the overwhelmingness of leadership and caregiving. And so the Power Lab is your opportunity to explore, to test, and apply some strategies in your real life. So what that means is if you are an intentional caregiver by profession, nurse, doctor, practice manager, or if you are an unintentional caregiver, meaning you were caring for siblings, you were caring for parents from a very young age, this is the place you want to be. I want you to join me here every Wednesday at 11, and we will talk about real stuff. We'll talk about emotional labor. We're going to talk about sustainable leadership, and we are also going to talk about fixer fatigue. So let's jump right into it. Our topic for today, we are going to be talking about what it's like being the first to heal. So, what does that mean, right? What does it mean to be the first in your family or the first in your circle to not just want to survive, but you want to intentionally interrupt some of the cycles and bad habits that you learn that may have meant that you learn how to overextend or you learn how to sort of silence your voice. And maybe somewhere along the lines, you learned that being strong meant being silent. Okay, so we're going to talk about what that means. So this week, we are going to name that invisible labor, right? Of being the, you're the one in your family, you're the healer in your family that sees what's wrong with certain cycles and behaviors, and other people might ignore it. So you are the one in your family who dares to do it differently. So becoming the first to heal is an act of resilience, but at the same time, it is also an act of restoration. So I'm not just in case you all didn't know, I created a membership community. It's called Legacy Shifters, and it is intentionally meant for Black women who are shifting the legacies and the narratives around what they've known growing up. And so this conversation is specifically for you because there's no shame in that. It is important that you are in a space that is supportive of the things that you are trying to undo in your family. So becoming the first heal, it really means naming the harm that you've either seen, witnessed, or experienced, but being able to name it without having shame. Okay, it means grieving what you never received. And it also means choosing to have boundaries where maybe no one expected you to have boundaries. Maybe it didn't exist. Um, Here's the thing, right? Healing is really not always celebrated. It's not always accepted, in certain circles or in certain families. Sometimes it's easier for people to be in sort of a misery loves company type of environment, but that's not what we're trying to do. Let's stay focused. So sometimes the desire to heal is met with sort of confusion, even resentment. Sometimes when you want to move forward and the other people around you don't. And it's not because you are doing something wrong, but it is truly because you're disrupting what has always been normalized for generations, and you're the one who's switching the game up. And I don't want you to stop. I want you to keep doing it. But being the first to heal takes courage. And I want you to remember that. I don't want you to look back. I don't want you to stop. Being the first to heal and embrace healing and take it seriously takes a lot of courage. So, sometimes in your family, you might have heard, well, why are you bringing that up now? I mean, the past is the past. Why are you worried about that now? Or you might hear, well, we all went through it. I mean, everybody else seems fine. What's wrong with you? And another thing that you might hear is, well, don't be so sensitive. So if you're in a space where you're hearing these things, I want you to know that it's normal or it's common. I won't say normal, I'll change my language. It is common for you to get some resistance or defensiveness when you want to bring out things and fix things. So, but you know what? The thing about healing is healing will require and ask you to tell the truth anyway, with compassion, of course, and then most importantly, with courage. Being the first to do anything, it doesn't mean being alone, right? Being the first to heal doesn't mean doing it alone. It means that you are choosing a new way to be. You are choosing a new way to show up. And every time you do it, every time you choose um, yourself, your healing, you create more room for vulnerability, for honesty, for softness, and not just for you, but for everyone else that is around you. So, this is what I want you to do this week. This week, I want you to try a journaling prompt. And if you don't have a journal, you can use the notepad in your phone, but I do encourage you to have some form of creative expression, whether it's a journal or your notepad. But this week, I would like you to journal and use this prompt. If I stop being the strong one, I worry that fill in the blank. Okay, this week I want you to finish this sentence and create a journal prompt with it. If I stop being the strong one, I worry that blank. And so I want you to think about what's coming up for you as you write this week. What is the fear that's coming up? What's the physical sensations that might be coming up? If you don't if you are not in the role of the one that everyone relies on, if you're not in the role of the one that everyone looks up to, write freely, no editing, just get it all out. And then after you do that, I want you to reflect. I want you to think about and read and sit in what's underneath that fear. What kind of support do I need in order to feel safe? So, again, your homework assignment is to finish this journal prompt. If I stop being the strong one, I worry that blank. So if you like this, thank you, Marissa. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. If you like this topic, I would love to hear and meet you all at our monthly empowerment session that we have with Legacy Shifters. And it's called, our workshop this month is on the topic of being the first to heal. We meet every fourth Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. And if you would like to join, I'm going to leave the link in the comments for everybody to access our workshops and learn more about Legacy Shifters. But this is a topic that often comes up in therapy, and it is a challenge when clients are in therapy and they return back to their normal environment. And half the therapy happens outside of our sessions, because that's when you really get to implement the things that you learn and the things that you are working on. But Legacy Shifters, fourth Tuesday, um, every fourth Tuesday in the evening, and this month's topic is going to be on becoming the first to heal. All right, y'all have a good day.
Black women, have you ever felt like you've been the caretaker for everyone else in your life? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's time to break free. Our exclusive membership community, Legacy Shifters, we've created an experience specifically for Black women just like you. Through live workshops with me, Montina Myers-Galloway, a licensed therapist, and my expert team, plus a private app-based community of women who understand, you'll gain the tools that you need to set boundaries, to prioritize yourself without guilt, and create a life that's truly yours. Don't wait. Join today. You'll save with our annual membership discount. Visit legacy-shiftersmn.co. Say it with me. I deserve this. Legacy Shifters is here to help you live it.